happening! It's happening! Hello, and I'm Brianna, and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about one of my favorite topics, the one, the only, the queen, the legend, Miss Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift is like my favorite artist, probably. I could listen to her like on repeat, nonstop, like no problem. For a while, I was like trying to like hide how much I stand her, because like I didn't know who she was as a person really, but now we know Taylor's like for the people and is not a Republican, so I can stand. Anyway, so today we are going to be reviewing her newest album, Evermore. Obviously we've had it for a month now, so now I've had enough time to develop all of my thoughts on it. First off, before we get into the songs, I want to give a brief overview of how my thoughts on the album. So in comparison, I guess, to Folklore, like directly, because I think that's like the easiest comparison to make, or like thing to base it off of, since Folklore is like so recent, because a queen, legend, icon, giving us all of the content. Anyway, so that one's like, I think Folklore like gives me more like summery, like I'm going biking and like in the like just chilling. Like they're both very like chill, but like I don't know, Folklore is like more like upbeat to me. Like I'd run or like drive around my car in the summer and like blast those songs singing along. Like it's more like a, I don't know, like a dancey, like upbeat vibe for me. And then Evermore is like chill fall vibes. Like fall, you're like, it's like raining, you're like on your windowsill drinking some tea, and you're just like listening, letting like Evermore like wash over you.
Good morning, child.
Now getting into the first track on the album, Willow. Willow's the first song I listened to because it's had the music video with it, so I watched that. And you know, the music video, nice, very nice continuation of the Folklore, or not Folklore, what was it called, Cardigan music video. It was like a very like aesthetically pleasing music video, I think, both of them, and then how they continued on to each other, very much like that. I don't know if I'd say, okay, so Willow's like when I first listened to it, I was like, okay, this is like very vibes, very folklore-y, very like, okay, this is continuation of Folklore, and I was very into it. But it's like not like up there. Like once you get past Willow, I feel like it's like, okay, there's more, there's better, there's like more to come from Taylor. But Willow is a very good start. Willow has like definitely more of a upbeat tone though for it than like some of the other Folklore songs, so I'd probably listen to Willow more often, more commonly than some of the other songs, because it's not as like sad or slow, which I love a sad slow song, but like also it's nice to have like, what did you say last I know, like love that lyrics. Willow, I mean, a queen. I swear Folklore, Evermore, best lyrics Taylor has ever given us. I mean, just poetry, the imagery. I mean, like the water when your ship rolled in that night, rough on the surface, but you cut through like a knife. And if it was an open shut case, I never would have known from the look on your face. Like poetry, like you can picture that like so vividly. So I'm like, yes, Miss Taylor. Again, just the work of art that these songs are lyrically.
Oh, are you okay?
What?
What the hell?
Okay, on to the next song, Champagne Problems. I love this song. It's not as like fun to listen to because it kind of like, oh, it's kind of sad, and it's like, but it's really cute. I don't know, it's like sad but it's cute, right? Like I don't know, maybe it's because again, lyrics on point. Again, this one's more like a story, like a poem story that I'm invested in. I'm like, oh no, she didn't accept his proposal, but like, who are these people? It's very like ooh, it's very Rose from the Titanic vibes, because like she's like, people want her to marry that other man, but she's like, nah, I'm here for Leonardo DiCaprio. Like very that vibes. They're like very like snooty rich people, I feel like, who are like, we're the best. Like, why would she she do this to us? Like, what a moron. And even, love that line when it's like, what a shame she's fucked in the head. Great line there. Because again, it's like all of these people think, oh, we're so great, like we're perfect, so why would somebody not want to be a part of this thing we got going on? But she's like, no, I'm sorry, I don't want to like marry you. And I love that. And I love a story song, which this is like a great story song. So I love Champagne Problems as just a thing. Oh, Dom Perignon, you brought it. So yeah, it's sad, but I like it. Gold Rush. Bop, 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 bop. I love this song. Like, I was a little, like, I hadn't listened to it a lot, and then my friend told me that it was her favorite song on the album at the moment, and I was like, okay, let me see. And then I was like, wow. This song, I think it's so fun. Red Flush. You know, very good, very good. I like it a lot. I like the start to gleaming, twinkling, eyes like sinking ships on water, so inviting, I almost jump in. And then goes straight into I don't like a gold rush, gold rush. It's very like, I don't know, it's so like a giddy making song, and I really like that because like that's like how I feel. Like it's very like, oh, like crushy, like it's like a crush and you're like, oh, I want to dive in. And so that's like what I get from the song. Really like it, really like it. I think it's one of the more like upbeat, fun songs on this album, so very, very high for that. Even like, yeah, very high for that on this album. There's not like as much imagery. It's not like poetry being spilt here, I think. It's a very repetitive, very like poppy, you know, very like, okay, I'm gonna remember this song. So very high for singability. Like, okay, on to the next song. 'Tis the Damn Season. I like saw this one next on my list and I was like excited because I really love this song. Like I was like, oh, that's exciting that I get to talk about this song next, because some of the songs, you know, are more exciting to talk about than others because you like care about them more. Oh, okay. Anyways, so 'Tis the Damn Season is very good. I really like it. I like the beat. I think it's more like upbeat. Like, 'tis the damn season, write this down. Staying at my parents' house, and the road not taking looks real good now. Anyway.
Why you hitting yourself? Why you hitting yourself? Why you hitting yourself?
Now on to Tolerate It, which I think is a beautiful song. It's like so powerful, and I think it really like gets across the point it's trying to get across, right? So I really like the music to it. Just tolerate it. Lay by the door like I'm just a kid. Use my best colors for your portrait. Then take on the fancy. Like so good, so good. I think it's one of the best lyrically on the albums. I feel this song. Like when I hear it, I like feel it.
Only at Olive Garden.
Ooh! Nobody, No Crime is the next song. This song is like so good. So good. I mean, I'm not a murderer. Never, you know, thought to do that. Just not my thing. I don't know. But, and I really love this song. It's very, it's very, very danceable. Like, body, no crime. I ain't living up to the day. Nobody, no crime. Living up to the day. Like you're bobbing, you're weaving, you know, it's like haunted levels of head bobbing to like the that's haunted, but nobody, no crime. I'm kind of similar. Nobody, no crime. Anyway, I love it. Love it. I love the Olive Garden. Like she wasn't there or anywhere. No. I love when the girl comes in is like, she was with me, dude. Very good. Happiness, which Happiness I think is a beautiful song. Like it's very beautiful. The imagery is very good. Again, it's like poetry on a page. Almost the best lyrics. But it's very slow. So I'm not like It really is a song that like washes over you. Like when I first listened to the whole album, I just like wasn't feeling it at first, like those first few days, so I was like, I need to just like sit with it. So I literally turned off all of the lights in my room and just laid in bed and had the album wash over me. And Happiness is like the best delivered, being washed over you. So that's why also it's like not really like song you're singing or like dancing to. You're like, again, letting it wash over you, like letting you feel the feels.
Under the bleachers. Dude.
Next up, we have Dorothea, which is so cute of a song. It's very cute, it's very happy, very playful. Like, hey Dorothea, do you ever stop and think about me? Like when it comes on in the shower, I'm like, oh, I'm happy that this is on. The lyrics are very like singable and like the beat is very singable. Okay, next on the album is Coney Island. I think Coney Island is so underrated. Like it is so much better than I think people give it credit for. Well, I'm not sure in the broader scheme of things if people are not giving it credit, but I think it deserves more credit than I probably gave it in the beginning, because at first I was like, no, not for me. Coney Island, like, who is this man? The National. I know of The National from One Tree Hill. They sing a song in the One Tree Hill soundtrack, Start a War. I think in one of the episodes, couldn't tell you when. Something, something, we expected something more. And then I can leave for now. No, start a war. Very good for me. That register. So that's how I know The National. So I'm like, who is this man? Why is he singing? But then you look at the lyrics and they're so pretty, and like the connection to like Coney Island as like amusement park theme, and like in the song, and you know, fast times, bright lights, merry-go-round. Over and over, lost again with no surprises, disappointment, close your eyes and it gets colder and colder. When the sun goes down, like when they say the sun goes down, I feel like the sun is going down. Like, I mean, that's power right there. Like when, and I just think it's, I underrated it at the beginning because of National Man, but it is really pretty.
Ivy!
Next we have Ivy, which Ivy is like Willow, but like, I don't know, better. And I really like the parts where she goes, oh, goddamn, my pain fits in the palm of your freezing hand. Like, I'm just not feeling cowboy like me. Like, who's the cowboy? Where is the cowboy? What does the cowboy? Like, who, what, where, why, and why cowboy? Like, you know what cowboy makes me think of? It makes me think of my grandmother, who watches a bunch of old Western shows. And that's about it. Or like John Wayne. John Wayne, I think that's a cowboy. And I'm like, I'm not a cowboy. Like, I'm not too cool enough, I don't think, to be a cowboy, to be considered a cowboy. So, I'm not a cowboy like you, Taylor. I'm sorry. And, like, beautiful there, and it really pumps you up, and so it's more one of the more like upbeat beat songs on this album, I think. Next track, Cowboy Like Me. You know, this one just doesn't really do anything for me. I think looking at the lyrics, they're very pretty. I think they're very good lyrics. But the song is slow, that I don't really appreciate them as much as I should, because it's very slow. So I like don't really have a connection to it.
Like that's ever gonna happen.
Oh, this next song. Long story short, it was the wrong guy. Bad time. Now I'm all about you. Anyway, this song is so good. The back half of this album, like the next few songs, like there's not a bad song in these next 1, 2, 3, 4. None of them are bad. All of them are great. Back half of the album, chef's kiss. Long story short, like I love it so much. I like this album when I heard this song, because it was like, this is like a bop. This is a bop, like right here on this track, like a bop. And I'm like, I like it. I like the part. Long story short, was wrong guy. I like love that. So now taking it down to the next song. Marjorie is so pretty. Like, I like could cry listening to this song. I've cried listening to this song. Like, it's just so pretty. Didn't know better. I think you're talking to me now. Like, it's really powerful. It's a tribute to her grandma, which is so cute. And it's like, oh, you really feel this song. I think it's so, I don't know, it's very good, even though it's very sad, and like I feel it a lot. And then when her grandma's like lyric or like vocals come in, when she's like, I can still hear you singing to me now, like, ah. I just realized this in folklore, Epiphany was like for her grandpa, and then this is Taylor. Anyway. And then, ooh, Closure. I really like Closure. It's the next song again, where like Marjorie's like a sad song just dabbed in between like two like not so sad songs. Yes, I've got your letter. Yes, I'm doing better. Good. For Closure, Closure is a situation that needs to be handled. Like, ugh, I love that. My tears, my beers, my candles. Like, very good. Closure again is on the, I feel like, more upbeat. Like, it's not like upbeat topic, but it's very like, yes, I've got your letter. Yes, I'm doing better. Deep to know ya, right to the bone. And I like the lyrics. Again, it was one of the, like my first songs I really loved on this album.
And be with me forevermore.
And finally, we've reached the final track on the album, the title track, Evermore, which is featuring our good old friend from folklore, Bon Iver. I love this song. I love that it's like, it changes like right in the middle, like when Bon Iver comes in and then it changes like totally. It's so, and then Taylor in the beginning is so good. Like, and I always love a song that mentions December. Back to December is one of my favorite songs. I'm a little self-centered. My birthday is in December, so that's also something Evermore has going in its favor. Anyway, and I really like in the later part of the song, so he comes in, like the song tone changes, and then like when they're like kind of like singing back and forth, it's so good to my ears. Like, my ears are so happy when I hear it.
It's bonus Jonas time.
We're back here because I forgot to add in the 2 bonus tracks on Evermore, which I'm a huge fan of a deluxe edition Taylor Swift album, and I feel like a lot of the songs on them get forgotten about, so even though I did shortly forget them, I'm not going to not give an opinion on them. I'm just gonna give like a brief overview of them because like I don't have fully formulated thoughts. So Right Where You Left Me is another one like that's very upbeat on Evermore, which I really like. That Right Where You Left Me really comes in with like, you left me no choice but, like, it's very good. I like the imagery in it. I like the beat a lot. It's very danceable, very singable once I get to know it better. But so Right Where You Left Me is very good, I think. Very good. Very good. Time to Go is like, it's slow. Again, another very slow one, so I'm not like, I haven't really listened to it even that much yet. Like, I've definitely listened to Right Where You Left Me more so than that one, out of the deluxe songs. But I think it's really pretty. Like, that's really, from like first initial listens and stuff, I like it. I like it enough to like not skip it. And so there's my quick review of the bonus tracks. Now back to other Brianna. Bam. We're done with our Evermore track ratings. In my opinion, the best song is Long Story Short, followed by Closure. Yeah, right now in the moment, like, I can never decide on like a favorite song off an album. It's very hard for me. I mean, yeah, over time maybe I'll like be like, oh, this is my favorite song, but like I'll need like years with the album before I can do that, because like Folklore, it changed like all the time. Like what was I feeling, what was I in the mood for, and it's very like, because like Long Story Short and Closure are very like more upbeats ones, but like I really like Marjorie, but it's very like sad, so it's like, you know, you don't always want that at the time, but you know, I love a sad song, so it will vary through time to time which song is the best. But honestly, there's not a skippable song on this album in my opinion.
That's my opinion!
Yeah, there's just no skippable song on this album. Even like Folklore, I think, yeah, Folklore has like a few skips for me, well, really one, but this one, Evermore, is just really good. It's really good. Perfect length, perfect vibes, perfect time. It came out, literally came out on my birthday. I mean, really, it came out on December 11th, but I was able to listen to it in my time on December 10th, which is my birthday. So I was like, I literally woke up to a Taylor Swift album on my birthday. And so Evermore is gonna hold a special place in my heart for that reason. Where does it rank in these? We love that it's not on the sweater, because, you know, I guess it's like the continuation of this era. But where does it fall? Because Folklore really shot up there for albums for me with Taylor Swift. I think I'll need time to think about that. Again, that changes too. I mean, Red is like tip top tier. And maybe, I don't know, would I be so bold? Would I be so bold? I'm like, I gotta look at what's my options. Yeah, Red is really good. We have Red. Would I be so bold to put Folklore Evermore eras? I think they're kind of like of the same category next to Red. Would I be so bold? Would I? I don't know. I don't know. That's really hard, because I really love Speak Now era. Speak Now era was my favorite, one of my favorite eras of Taylor Swift. This was the first hit album I ever bought, was Speak Now era Taylor Swift. I literally have a shirt from the era, getting the deluxe version at Target. So yeah, I'm like, it's definitely up there, Evermore. I don't know if it's better than Folklore. It's different vibes than Folklore, so I mean, they're comparable, but also it's like different vibes, but also the same vibe. Again, I can't really. Those two are like right there for me, so it'd be like Red if I were to be so bold to put them like right underneath it. Right now at the moment, that's what I'm feeling, is like Red right there, like really nipping at the heels of Red too. But that's all we have for Evermore. Finally, we are done with this Taylor Swift album review video. I had so much fun doing this. I really love talking about all of these songs with you guys. If you also enjoyed this video, like this video, if you want to tell me what your favorite songs were from Evermore, or if I was totally wrong, feel free to in the comments below. Again, these are just my opinions, so you know, take them or leave them. And if you want to see more videos, I will be doing, you know, movie reviews, book reviews, bullet journal content, all types of stuff, you know, pretty much whatever I want. You know, maybe subscribe if you feel like it, if you liked what I'm bringing to the table. And that's about it, all I have for this video, so bye!